Hey, what's up guys? We are back at it again to show you guys the best way to collect this new emote this season or any season as a free-to-play player. So let's say you don't have level 12 cards or level 11 cards and you're just trying to push up ranked ladder and it's not very fun. Well, this would be my recommendation. If you want to run a deck that is just not very dependent on card levels that much, and you can outplay opponents, you kind of have to run a control deck, because if you're running a beatdown deck and you're trying to run like a level 10 golem into level 12 or level 11 cards, the golem's just going to die, and there really isn't any way of outplaying it, because you want to use your towers on your side of the map as an extra resource to damage your opponent's units down, and then maybe distract their stuff for a longer period of time, so their overwhelmingly powerful cards will eventually die because they're getting distracted, and you know, you're not really fighting on their side of the map and trying to go force versus force, because if you're going force versus force and their force is stronger with their higher card levels, you're just going to lose. You have to do some deceptive trickery, I guess, with like log bait and then goblin barrel. That's one of the better ways of doing it. You can also do it straight up minor poison, but if you look at our deck, primarily level 10 cards. We've got bomb tower, goblin, dark goblin, and then we also end up having the skeleton barrel and electric spirit. So 4 out of 8 of our cards are going to be level 10. We have a couple cards that will be scaled down to level 11 with the knight and the goblin barrel. And then we've got 2 cards that are underleveled at level 9 and level 9. So I just said level 10 because I feel like that's relatively even, with the level 11s and level 9s averaging out to level 10. And then the rest of our cards being level 10. So we are in a pretty good spot. And if you want to run this deck, you can run an Inferno Tower instead of Bomb Tower, or you could run Bomb Tower. You can run Princess instead of Dark Goblin, or Firecracker instead of Dark Goblin. You can run Log instead of the Snowball. You can also run Guards or Goblin Gang instead of the Skeleton Army. You can run Fire Spirit, Electric Spirit, or Ice Spirit instead of the Electric Spirit. It's just whatever one you want. And then for the Knight, you could run Mighty Miner, you could run Knight, or you could run Valkyrie. My preferred version of this deck is probably running Fire Spirit or Ice Spirit instead of Electric Spirit, and then maybe Log instead of Snowball. The Snowball also works pretty well. But anyway, that's this is the deck that we're going to play. You can also run Golden Knight instead of Knight if you really wanted to, but typically I think that Knight is going to be slightly better there. So let's get into the action and show you guys to collect this real emoji, this new season emoji, without any level higher cards, I guess. So we've got like 2 level 11 cards and then 2 level 9, but mostly level 10 cards trying to collect the emote, being underleveled. So let's jump into the action and see if we can assert dominance today. Hopefully everyone here is having a fantastic day. It's my birthday today. Any chance I get a B-Day wish? Yo, Plata, huge congratulations. I don't know how old you're turning, but hopefully the new year for you is going to be better than ever before. Lots of love, brother, and thanks for coming out here on your birthday to be here. Anyway, getting into the game, we're going to go for our level 9 Skeleton Army to counter a level 11 Goblin Barrel. If you guys do that placement directly behind your or right behind your tower, you should be able to fully counter the Goblin Barrel. Unfortunately, the guy did have Zap, so he got away with a pretty good trade. So we're going to go for a Goblin Barrel and a Skeleton Barrel, because the Skeleton Barrel will tank for the Goblin Barrel, so if he doesn't have another small spell, we're going to get a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the guy has a Mega Knight. So in this particular situation, I think it's optimal for us to activate King Tower using an Electric Spirit and then going in for a Knight afterward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly that. We're going to try to go in for this, and then we're going to go in for the Dark Goblin and activate King Tower. Nice stuff. So if you're a good player, what you always do is you try to distract the cards behind the Mega Knight, whether it's like bats, you snowball them, minions, you snowball them, and then you go in for the Dark Goblin and Electric Spirit to activate King Tower. You can also do this with an Electric Spirit and Dark Goblin and then Knight, but that's generally the type of plays that you want to do. If you want to destroy someone that's running a dirty Mega Knight deck, that's how you pop off. And we're going to be showing you today how to beat these players that, you know, you might not enjoy playing against, but if you play well enough, you'll beat them every time. He just used a Zap, so now he doesn't have a Zap for the Skeleton. Never mind. Okay. Sure. Sure, dude. That's awesome. You actually had a mirror Zap. Okay. All right. All right. I'm a little bit flabbergasted by this man, but it is what it is. We're going to go for a Snowball here. Our Goblin Barrel should put in some nice work. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. Whew, dude, I cannot believe mid-ladder is out here. It is crazy. You know, I just woke up. This is my very first game of Clash Royale today, and this guy woke up and chose violence against me right now. He really did. He's about that life with his mirror Zap. All right, we're going to go Dark Goblin at the river. I would highly encourage you not to do this, but I just don't think his reaction speed is fast enough because he is running a Mega Knight mirror deck. So typically, when we play against people that we don't respect as much, we will do plays like that. At higher levels of play, they will always hit that Dark Goblin. It will be a miserable misplay for you. But in this specific scenario, it was worth it. Okay, so we want to go for Dark Goblin in the middle and utilize our King Tower advantage if possible. So we'll do this. I'm an Electric Spirit, so we can go and pull the Mega Knight again. And then I'm going to go in for a knight after the Mega Knight jumps. So after the Mega Knight jumps, it won't hit my knight. So I'm making sure that I utilize my resources to the fullest potential. Notice how my Dark Goblin is able to piece apart whatever he's dropping. We should be able to snowball here. We're going to wait a split second. Then we snowball. We knock everything back. Even though we've got an underleveled level 9 snowball, it don't matter out here. The slow of the snowball still gives you value. So that's one of the reasons that I like snowball in this deck. Because even if it's underleveled and level 9 like ours, it doesn't really matter. So it's always kind of a vibe if you can use a slow or a tornado pullback and still get value out of those cards. The tornado, snowball, log, any card that knocks things back is generally like one of the best cards in Clash Royale if it's underleveled. Even though this snowball is level 9, it still packs a punch. It's got a rock in it, and it rocks your opponent's world when you throw it at him. Like the playground fights that aren't necessarily fair, you know? The overleveled Mega Knight players always assume they win, but that's not how it works. Due to the time difference, I wondered if I've ever catch your stream. Love your daily contents, man. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, I stream or I put out a YouTube video every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you don't know what that is in your time zone, you can just Google it, and then you'll know when I upload. So you won't have to worry about like notifications or doing anything like that. You can just, you know, subscribe and then know that I'm going to put out a video that time every single day. Anyway, love you guys, and thanks for everyone that's here, and hopefully you guys are all having fantastic days. Let's freaking go. Yo, John, I'm going to give you a proper shout out after this game. I just don't want to lose it. Hopefully you can understand, man. A lot of times I would like read stuff and then I would lose the game just because not paying full attention. Unfortunately, we did lose a Dark Goblin there. It was a little bit bad. I should have used the Electric Spirit to stun, but I didn't get my Electric Spirit down fast enough. So then the Dark Goblin got mauled by the Prince. So typically what you want to do, use your Knight against the Dark Prince decks, and then use your Skeleton Army against the regular Prince. And what happens there is like the Skeleton Army is going to be able to distract the Prince that actually does a lot of damage, but doesn't do splash damage. I think one of the more difficult matchups is playing against someone that's got like Magic Archer. Typically, if you've got like an even level log, what you can do is you can go in for a log, and the log plus like 2 Dark Goblin shots will end up killing a Magic Archer. But when you're underleveled, that doesn't necessarily always happen. I have to go for a Bomb Tower here. I think we're okay. He tried to make a prediction with the Rage. It didn't really work out for him. Even though we've got underlevel Bomb Tower, it still doesn't matter. Still finessing this man pretty well. The good thing about Skeleton Army is even though it's like underleveled, it still does a lot of damage. Like, it's still a really good card. So I think we want to go Dark Goblin and then go high Skeleton Army. And then he's likely not going to have a good answer to this. The Dark Prince should die. And then I can go in for a Skeleton Barrel with the Dark Goblin. I think Dark Goblin is a criminally underrated card right now. Like, it is such a good card. Look at it. It's doing so much damage to the tower. It might even kill the Magic Archer by itself. Come on, Thanos Dark Goblin. Let's go, baby. Getting me fired up out here. I love to see it. So we can go in for a Bomb Tower or something like that. Yeah, I just want to cycle a Bomb Tower relatively early on. We'll go in for an Electric Spear on top of the Prince. We'll also go in for a Knight. Okay. I don't know if this kills, because I've got a level 9 Snowball. I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Wow. Wait, was that 2 underleveled cards killing a level 11 minion horde? That's insane. I guess Snowball really does a lot of damage. I was unaware of that situation. I'm used to like having my underleveled cards not kill minion hordes, to be honest. I've had my arrows not kill minion horde before, and it was very sad. So here we go. All right, we can just go in for a Dark Goblin or a Skeleton Army. I'm going to go Skeleton Army up top because he's more likely to rage near my tower, so the mini packer will get raged up. So I'd rather drop my units up high, so even if he does end up hitting it with prediction rage, he's not able to rage on top of our tower to get extra damage and have the mini packer go towards that. Notice how the Magic Archer, oh my gosh, did you guys see that? The Magic Archer was following the Knight in the right-hand side. That was pretty crazy. That was actually ridiculous. So John says, hey Tag, hope your day is going well. Would you ever consider to do a series where you start with a level 1 account and work your way up Trophy Road? Yeah, that's actually one of the series that I have planned. That's something that I want to do. Why are you smurfing? That's so toxic. Yeah, it's really toxic that I'm beating people with level 9 and level 9 cards when they have level 10 or level 11 cards. Like, if I have underleveled cards and I'm beating someone on a second account, I feel like that's not very toxic, dude. I'm purposely putting myself at a disadvantage and just getting through Trophy Road and just trying to collect an emote. There's nothing wrong about that, bro. All right. Let's go, let's go. Anyway, would you ever consider... Yeah, I do want to do that series. I definitely do want to do that series. I think that would be fun. Also, #1 rule of Clash Royale, do not buy these Hoggy Bank offers. They're the biggest scam in Clash Royale history. If you buy these, you're going to be straight up wasting money. Gold is a precious resource for sure, but it's not worth $5. If you want to spend $5 in the game, just go into Royale and then buy that. Royale is pretty overpowered, not gonna lie. So meanwhile, since we are on our mini account, we can go and collect a lot of these, and these do matter to me a lot. So I might spend money on Royale on this account. I haven't decided yet. Depends how many tiers we get up. Also, another thing that I might want to do in the next season, what do you guys think about me potentially trying to hit Ultimate Champion with level 12 cards? I was considering doing that as well. So like, for instance, if I ran this deck, and I ran with Miner, Knight, and I was playing against level 14 players, and I ran Miner Poison, I think I could also hit level, I think I could hit Ultimate Champion. You guys can let me know in the chat or in the comment section if you guys are watching this video. If you want to see me hit Ultimate Champion with level 12 cards, I'm definitely down to do it. Anyway, let's go and collect that emote. No more time to waste out here. Let's go, let's go. Let's do 1v1s. Yeah, if you guys are subscribed to the channel, I am actually going to be doing 1v1s for Royale. If you guys beat me, you will get Royale, and I'll PayPal you money. I think I'll PayPal like $7 in US. Then you guys will still end up being able to buy Royale with the taxes included. I will be doing that, and that will be pretty fun. Oh my gosh, he's got a wizard, he's got an electro wizard, he's got a ton of splash damage out here. This man went to Hogwarts, and he never left. This man never left Hogwarts out here, bro. He's hogging all the wizards. Okay, so we can just go in for this, and then go for the Dark Goblin to lock on the wizard, and then also kill the Valkyrie as well, which is very nice. We can go in for a Skeleton Barrel here as well, and then go in for a Goblin Barrel. And because he doesn't have much Elixir, because he just dropped a Valkyrie at the river, he's probably going to take a lot of damage. So he's going to have Barb Barrel, Skeleton Army, Zap, and a ton of wizards to counter us. The great thing about his Electro Spirit is it's going to be able to kill most of his stuff regardless, right? Also, look at the Skeleton Army placement. That should usually kill the goblins, but because our Skeleton Army is level 9, it doesn't really do that much damage. So just keep that in mind, that the Skeleton Army typically does fully shut down the Goblin Barrel, but in that specific situation, it did not. Okay, so he's going to have Elite Barbarians. I think we're okay here. We can just go in for a Dark Goblin lower. And the reason why we do this is because we don't want him to be able to hit our Dark Goblin that quickly with a spell or anything. A lot of times they'll pre-spell the middle or something with arrows, and sometimes they'll miss if you drop your Dark Goblin a little bit lower. So he's going to drop a wizard, Valkyrie, and then wizard? I'm confused. Okay, so not bad for us. I'm going to go in for a bomb tower since... Okay, I was hoping he'd drop a wizard, because the bomb tower would be able to kill the Valkyrie, and then it would also kill the wizard, but he decided to go for a zap instead. So I can't really get a good read on this guy's plays. Mr. Matt is not rolling over like a Matt. He's not letting me walk all over him, unfortunately. I tried to make a prediction. It didn't work out. The more optimal play for him would have been going in for a wizard, because it would have given him counter push. But he decided to go in for a zap instead, which... something that I didn't predict, so that was my fault, I guess. Remember, Zap is out of cycle since he just dropped it, so I can go in for a Skeleton Army. Notice how it does fully shut down the Goblin Barrel. It did fully counter the Goblin Barrel. So even if it's level 9, it does work. Sometimes it doesn't work if your opponent's tanking for their Goblin Barrel, but... oh my gosh, the one Skeleton almost killed the entire Electro Wizard. That would have been sick. Dude, you're Valkyrie and Zap, and you're dropping 9 yards of Elixir, bro. Alright, we can go in for a Bomb Tower here. He's E-Barbsing, that's totally fine. He's probably going to go in for a wizard. I really thought he would. He did not. We're going to go in for a snowball here so we can kill most of the goblins. I don't think we're taking much damage. We didn't take anything. Perfectly timed snowball. One of the things that I see a lot of people mess up on is because the Goblin Barrel doesn't shoot the tower immediately, you want to snowball at the right timing where the Goblin Barrel hasn't yet hit the tower, and then you can push back the goblins as far as possible. So notice what I did with my snowball timing. Try to replicate that in your own games, and you'll get much better attractions. Alright, so I kind of want to go in for like an Electro Spirit here, and then maybe get a snowball down. I don't know if the Valkyrie's going to die or not. Yo, it did. Wow, level 10 Dark Goblin simply built different out here. Locking onto the tower, loading up the damage, and this is quite possibly a perfect game. I barely took any damage, and that was really cool. I think I'm the only person who doesn't play taxes on anything mobile games related, says Lucian Tendo. I mean, if you're buying it through the App Store, you will... get taxed regardless, right? That's how it is. That's just how it is in general, unfortunately. All right, we're just like 4 or 5 games away from the emote. Can I get it without losing? I would love it. I love it. Let's go, let's go. Big fan. Please reply. Love you, man. Love you lots. SirTag, have you been bullied? I've actually never really been bullied before, luckily enough. Part of it probably was just, I don't know, like if you're in the higher end classes in school, you're probably not going to have anyone that bullies you because everyone else there is going to be pretty much exactly like you are. Like liking video games and or, you know, playing tennis or I don't know. Also, believe it or not, In my school, all the cooler kids were typically tennis players. I have no idea why, but it was pretty funny. I think so one of the guys that was like the coolest kid in the school, dating like the most attractive girl, and like just everyone was trying to talk to him at all points in time. He played tennis, but he was forced to play tennis by his parents. So it was hilarious because it was like, I don't know. He liked me because I was good at tennis. And then by proxy of that, I don't know. I was definitely more popular than I should have been because of that guy, which was pretty cool. Generally, if you're good at a sport or if you're decent at a sport, it automatically puts you into a spot in high school where you're not really going to get messed around with that much. I think like sports in general are really, really useful. As dumb as it may seem, you guys might be like, sports, like you stop playing them as soon as you get older. Essentially two things. First off, in high school, it keeps you active, and then it also like makes it easier for you to make friends. And then secondly, as you get older, recreational sports, in my opinion, are just a good way of meeting other people. And a lot of people are like, wait, I don't really want to date or whatever. I don't want to like find someone, or like maybe some people are trying super hard on like apps, dating apps or something. If you go to like a recreational sport and you're actually decent at it, it's really easy to find people. So that's another way that I think is severely underrated. Everyone's out there on their apps swiping left and right, whereas you could just, play a sport, end up doing a recreational sport, and then go get some drinks after or something, or go to dinner with people, and it naturally kind of happens. That's another thing that, I don't know. I just wanted to say that because I know that a lot of people ask me about dating advice for whatever reason. I'm not really like very great at giving advice on that all aspects of life, but that is something that at least I noticed recently with a few of my friends. Anyway, getting back to business, we can go in for a knight here. We can go for a dark goblin. Isn't the new season tomorrow with the new Royale update? Yeah, it is. That's why we're doing this right before. We're trying to push with underleveled cards and get the emote without losing a single game optimally. All right, so jumping back into the game, the one thing that is kind of confusing for me right now is how am I supposed to deal with the balloon when I only have bomb tower and he's spamming a lot of stuff and it's kind of scary. Oh my gosh, stop it. So I think the thing that I need to highlight for you guys there is, even though he had fireball, balloon, raged up, if you drop your bomb tower in the right spot, like right here, and the balloon's coming at you, the bomb from the bomb tower will explode, and it will also damage down the balloon. And because you've got snowball, you can knock the balloon further back right into the bomb, even if they try to like miss it. Okay, so this guy's gonna have Golden Knight, and he's gonna have a champion, and he still lost the level 9 and level 10 cards. Pretty cool, right? That's what's up. If you guys are ever scared about this deck against balloon, just look at my placements in that last defense. I know I wasn't really commentating it that much. I was just more so talking to you guys about stuff in life. But yeah, take a look at that defense, rewind it, and you'll notice the right placements against balloon, where you drop your dark goblin, how you snowball, and make sure you keep everything in the bomb, so then the balloon explodes. How much do you think the diamond pass is going to cost? One thing for me is, like, I really dislike extrapolating and giving you guys estimates on stuff like that, because I didn't know this before, but like as I became like bigger in Clash Royale, typically if I say one thing wrong, or if I do something that's incorrect, it'll get clipped out of context, and they'll be like, SirTag said it was going to be this, and then, I just I don't want to do that anymore. From the last update, I said I thought it was going to be really good, and then I got so much hate because a lot of people didn't like the cosmetics and stuff. So for me, I'm never really going to give my interpretation of an update or anything until it actually happens, because as simple as saying, oh, I think it's going to cost like, like I could say, I think it's going to cost like $10, and then someone would be like, he said it was going to cost $10, and it's just an issue then. So hopefully you can understand from my perspective. I didn't understand that this was going to be an issue, but yeah, it is an issue, and unfortunately I can't really give you answers on stuff like that. Specifically updates, I'm never going to give you guys, I'm never going to give you guys opinions without seeing the update, because it's not worth giving you an opinion on something that I don't know. Because I could be 100% wrong, and if we don't know what the update's going to be like, you can't really give a real opinion on it, right? It's just, it's more of a guess than anything else. Anyway, we're going to go in for an Electric Spirit here. We'll go in for a Dark Goblin, and what do we do? So generally, if we play against a Hog Rider deck, what you want to do is you want to snipe the buildings with the Dark Goblin. So then your Skeleton Barrel can go through, bait out the log, and if the log's out of cycle, then you can go for Goblin Barrel. And typically what you want is to have your Bomb Tower in cycle at all points in time for the Hog Rider. So the Skeleton Army isn't really going to be a great answer because it can get pre-logged, it can get Ice Golem. There's just a huge amount of issues there. I think we can get him to whiff his Fireball or his log if we drop our Goblin Barrel slightly further back. Let's see if he misses it. He does not. That's unfortunate. So he is going to go for a Hog Rider, but he doesn't have log, so we can go for a Skeleton Army. I don't know if my level 9 Skeleton Army kills a Hog Rider. Please, 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 please. Let's go! That's awesome. So what I was talking about before, Dark Goblin here to snipe the buildings. One thing that a lot of people don't know, Dark Goblin in the inside corner. If you drop your Dark Goblin in the middle, sometimes it won't actually hit the building. Sometimes it will get hit by the tower. It will hit the building, but your opponent's tower will hit it. If it's on the inside corner, it can reach a little bit further without getting hit by your opponent's tower. Very important stuff. If you guys did not know, now you do know. We're just going to go for a Dark Goblin here. Typically, Ice Spirit is better in this matchup because you can stun the Hog Rider for a longer period of time, sorry. I think I might have to snowball him out, but my snowball is like level 9, so this might be a longer game, guys. This is one of the more difficult matchups for the deck for sure. Alright, so he's going to go for a Hog Rider. We want to just go in for a Bomb Tower here. We might be able to outcycle him if I'm lucky. I think I do outcycle him, so I'm going to go in for an Electric Spirit since it is cheaper, and then I'm going to go in for a Goblin Barrel. And then I should snowball on top of whatever he drops. He should lose the game. I think I did outplay him. Let's go. So one thing just to keep in mind, how I won that game, went Hog Rider, Fireball. That's 8 Elixir, right? What if I go in for, you know, what if I go in for like an Electric Spirit and a Snowball? Oh, wait, that's 3 Elixir, and I cycle 2 cards, and you cycle 2 cards. You drop 8 Elixir, I drop 3 Elixir. Oh my gosh, you're probably not going to get back to your log as fast as I get back to my Goblin Barrel. So I outplayed him there. I recognized that he overcommitted. I recognized he spent way more Elixir than me, and I punished him immediately. So that's how you win those type of matchups. If you're playing against someone that you're better than, you can make those type of plays. But generally in that matchup, you need to get a lot of damage early on. Drop your Dark Goblins to snipe the cannon. If you snipe the cannon, then the Skeleton Barrel can break through. The Skeleton Barrel will bait out the log, and then the Goblin Barrel gets your damage. Not an easy matchup. I think you should lose that matchup most of the time against really good players, but you can still win. How tall are you? I'm 5'11", unfortunately. I'm too honest to tell you guys that I'm 6 feet, even though I'm pretty close to it. I'm not 6 feet, unfortunately. If only. But you know, if we were on a dating app right now, we'd be saying 6'11", bro. 6'11". We add a foot, you know? That's what everyone does. Let's go, let's go. Level 11, it's a scam? No, I showed you that half of my cards in my deck are level 10. And I have 2 cards that are level 9 and 2 cards that are level 11. The 2 cards that I have are level 11 are the Goblin Barrel and the Knight. Everything else is level 10 in my deck or level 9. As you saw, I just dropped a level 9 Skeleton Army. I have a level 9 Snowball. And then all the rest of my cards like the Dark Goblin, the Skeleton Barrel, the Electric Spirit, they're all level 10. So just keep that in mind that, you know, when you say something like that, make sure that you're actually accurate. Because if you're inaccurate and you're saying level 11 it's a scam, you're just wrong. Because I'd say 50% of my cards are level 10, and then the rest of it averages out to be level 10. So, yeah, that's how it is, man. Anyway, we're going to go in for a Goblin Barrel here. We're going to go in for an Electric Spirit. And what can we do? I think you got a new sub. Yo, thanks for subscribing, bro. I really appreciate that. I feel you. I'm 5'11 and a half. Yo, dude, you feel me. Yeah, it's a little bit messed up, not gonna lie. Doesn't it suck that you just can't grow that 0.5 of an inch? It's just, it's not a vibe. It's not a vibe. People be hating? No, they're not hating. Sometimes people just say things that they don't look at things. I don't think that the guy really looked very closely at our deck, or maybe he just came onto the stream and then he said that. I just wanted to explain it because, you know, anyone that actually takes a look at it will understand that it is level 10 stuff, primarily. Or maybe he looked at the King Tower level, and that's what he saw. But that, I don't know. It's just, it's easier to understand when you get explained things, typically. For instance, I don't know. Like, it's not always easy to look at things immediately and then understand what things are going on. What is your favorite deck? Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits is my favorite deck in Clash Royale. I've played it forever. It's just a really fun and good deck. Awesome Bomb Tower placement. It's going to be able to pull most of his stuff. Also, Electric Spirit is pretty good against someone that's going to end up having Clone. As you guys can see, that was great. Alright, so we're going to go for a Skeleton Army here. We're going to go in for a Skeleton Barrel. The Archers are relatively annoying, but I think we're going to be okay. because the skeleton barrel should be able to pop on top of the archers and finish them off. The dark goblin's going to be rushing at our opponent. We're going to go goblin barrel because he just used his arrows. I think this is a great spot because the dark goblin is able to do the majority of the damage to the other side. He's probably going to go royal recruits at the river if I had to guess. We're going to just go for a knight here, and if he goes in for that, we'll just go for an electro spirit since it's cheaper. I'd rather go and conserve my elixir and not spend as much elixir here. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go in for a snowball because I can't afford to eat that damage. Is he going to arrows this? He has to arrows it. That was a really bad play on my end, going for the goblin barrel into the arrows. Thought I would get a better trade, but it's okay. Go for a knight. Kind of have to sack most of our damage to the other side. We can do this. Maybe go in for a skeleton barrel here. Going for this. Going for a snowball. This is really scuffed, my dudes. I don't think I'm in a good spot anymore. The skeletons are going to be able to give us a little bit of damage. He does arrows. Okay. So we want to go for a knight to cross the river for our goblin barrel. If they don't have a small spell, what you want to do is you always want to have something tank for your goblins so you can get more damage. It didn't work out. He went for a really, really good zappies in the back. And then he went for a Valkyrie as well. This guy is not giving me too many opportunities. Okay, right as I said that, he is giving me one right there. Quite nice. If we snowball twice, I think I win. So I'm going to go for a goblin barrel here. We'll try to just cycle back to another snowball. I think I win, though. GG. Give him the 20-win emote as well, just for a little bit of a flex. I don't know if you guys have that emote. It is the most exclusive emote in Clash Royale. I love it. Love it. Have you ever gotten in a fight? In like middle school, we played flag football and then we like tackled each other and we got in a little bit of a fight. And my parents got called and everyone just ended up like hugging each other afterwards. It was like the most wholesome thing ever. It's just like, yeah, we took it a little bit too far. We like start pushing each other in the mud or whatever. Is this live recorded? This is live right now, man. Love this channel. Family friendly, no cursing. Thank you, Tag. Yeah, I try not to curse in real life. Sometimes I swear. I try not to. Just because it's unnecessarily rude most of the time. So I just have been trying to practice that on stream and then in real life as much as possible. I've gotten a lot better at it. I think if you met me in 2020, I was swearing all the time. And then I started to swear less and less because my girlfriend, my current girlfriend, hates swearing. So I just don't swear as much. And my mom and my family don't like it either. Do you like collabs? I do like collabs, but they're not necessarily the best because they take a lot of time. They take more time to edit, and they aren't necessarily easy to reliably set up with other YouTubers. I played CR because of you. Bro, thanks a lot. Hey, thank you for being here. Let's go, let's go. So, we're going to go in for a skeleton barrel here and see if we can get some nice cheeky chip. Do challenge next season. I want the Royale pass. Hey, I got you, man. If you beat me, you get the Royale pass. You will get it. I will buy you Pass Royale. I mean, to be honest, you don't even have to use the money on Pass Royale. You could just keep the $7 that I give you. But I would like you guys to get Pass Royale because, you know, you get the juicy rewards. All right, so we can go in for a skeleton barrel here. That is basically a dead skeleton barrel. Wow, level 10 cards just die so fast. That was 2 musketeer shots and it died. Oh, come on. Harry Potter's trolling me right now. So if I had slightly higher level cards, Harry Potter would have died, and he would not have stayed alive and wouldn't have forced out, like, the snowball there. So, a little bit unfortunate. Where's Chief Pat right now? Dude, I don't know. I don't really talk to Pat that much. He's just living life. I think that, you know, he's kind of chilling after working so hard on YouTube for as many years as he did. Maybe he's also just working on Tribe. I have no idea, dude. I wish I could tell you. Alright, so this guy is playing super aggressive. I don't love the fact that he's dropping Elite Barbarians with the Musketeer at the river, but if you guys ever play against someone that overcommits, typically what happens is they'll spend a lot of Elixir on your Skeleton Barrel and Goblin Barrel, and even if they've got double small spells, they're not going to have 3 small spells, right? They might have Zap and then Arrows. They'll Zap and Arrows your Goblin Barrel and Skeleton Barrel, and then they'll all in you. And they'll drop Elite Barbarians at the river right into your Skeleton Army. So this is just such a good deck to play. If you want a deck that is great against almost anything in the game, I would just recommend playing this deck. You can play it to 7,500 trophies in the regular ladder system. You can also just play it in this ranked Path of Legends as well, like you guys are seeing right now, and pop off. So we're going to snowball on top of this. We want a Skeleton Armory directly on top of the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And then I'm going to go in for a Skeleton Barrel here, so then the Dark Goblin doesn't get targeted. Then we're going to go for a Knight, so the Dark Goblin still doesn't get targeted. Oh, how did that? That doesn't make sense. I felt like the Knight in that position was closer to the tower, the second tower, so I felt like the second tower would target on top of the Knight instead of hitting what it did. I don't know why it hit my Dark Goblin, which was definitely farther away. That targeting doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. I felt like it should have targeted the Knight, but it's all good. All right, we're going to go for a Goblin Barrel here, and then we're going to try to go in for multiple Dark Goblins. Yo, the 3 Dark Goblin tiers, hopefully. So he missed a Zap. We should be able to kill the Wizard. I'm going to Skeleton Army again. Can I 3-crown him with all bait cards? No way, right? No shot, right? It might happen, though. Straight up, we might finesse him a little bit. We might be finessing out here. Oh, we might be finessing out here. Oh, we don't finesse that hard. I was hopeful. I could let him take a tower and then 3-crown him. Ah, it's not going to happen. He can't even take a tower if he tried. Feels bad. I was hoping he would take a tower there so then I could 3-crown just for more pass or out crowns, but if he would, it'd be easy. All right. Yeah, you guys let me know in the chat if you guys have any other questions about personal life, anything at all. Always let me know. I'll try to answer as many as I possibly can. Yo, Amon, thank you so much for the $5, bro. Hopefully you had a fantastic day so far. And thanks for making my day a bit better, brother. I really do appreciate it. In what country do you live? I live in the United States and Seattle right now. SirTag, stop being greedy. I know, dude. I really wanted that 3-crown, though. I really wanted that 3-crown. Too bad the Olympics chose sports and mobile games because CR Olympics would be awesome. Oh my gosh. This is the game for the emote, and he just dropped a Mega Knight in the back. First play. This guy is a certifiable savage, and I love it. I'm here for it. So I'm going to go in for an Electric Spirit here. I think we can just activate King Tower with the Firecracker, so I'm vibing. I'm vibing. Nice. We got the King Tower activation without having to pull the Mega Knight. That's nice. Sometimes when you don't know what your opponent's got, you don't want to go and pull the Mega Knight because they can spam like a Prince right into your face, and it feels really bad. So yeah, don't have a Prince charge on you. Have you been going to the gym? I have been going to the gym more, man. Thank you for noticing, or thank you for asking. I know I made a tweet about that later on, or earlier this year, where it's like, I really appreciate people holding me accountable. Or not just holding me accountable, but actually physically caring about my health. So thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. Another thing that I'm starting to do is I'm going to buy an air purifier because the Seattle air quality is really, really bad. So I'm going to be buying an air purifier, and we'll see if that improves my health. It makes me even happier. I don't know. One of my main goals in life is just to be as happy as possible, and I'm trying to be as healthy as possible to achieve that goal. All right, let's keep reading questions. Do you watch football, soccer? I don't actually watch soccer or football. I'm sorry, man. I don't even watch American football. But yeah, I think soccer, or aka like European football, is a better sport than American football. That's my opinion. But it is what it is. I never really got into those sports too often because there was one of my friends. His name was Vincent, or I guess his name is still Vincent. But I talked to him a lot throughout high school. We played StarCraft 2 together. We ran. He was just a great guy. He was one of the best soccer players, or I guess European football players I had ever known. And he got so many concussions or injuries with soccer. I was just like, wow, it's just like, I don't know. I just can't get really into sports where you can get injured very easily. Whereas tennis, it's really hard to get injured physically, like with collisions and like, I don't know. The only bad thing that I saw with tennis is like, I don't know, like you hurt yourself with over rotating something, or you hurt your elbow, or you hurt your shoulder or your hip or something, or you like hurt your ankle, and that's like understandable. You'll recover from all those things typically. Concussions, that can do permanent damage to your brain, and it just doesn't feel great, you know. I'm not a huge fan of sports that have that type of stuff. Just being fully transparent, that's just how it is for me. Anyway, looks like we're gonna walk away with a win here, so we can go for an Electric Spirit, and then we can go in for a Dark Goblin here. And yeah, we vibing. Tennis based? Yeah, dude, tennis is an awesome sport. I can play that as old as I get. I'll always be able to play tennis. It's such a fun sport. Have you played pickleball? I haven't. I have not. My brother played Division 1 tennis, and he started to play pickleball. So that's pretty important. They're pretty cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see those hands. Dude, I don't even have that many calluses, but my hands are pretty big. Yo. We got the emoji. Let's freaking go. I'm going to play one more game after this, by the way. I'm going to play one more game after this to show you guys against level 12 cards with level 10 and see if I can win one game there as well. So, let's see what we get. Come on, give me good stuff. Give me an incredible chest. No mediocre here. Only dominant stuff. So, we want... No, not minions. Not minions. We want archers. We want skeletons. We want ice spirits. We want fireballs. We want cards that we actually use. Okay, minions are good, but Minion Horde was awful. Firecracker, that's something I can vibe with. It's a great card. Mini P.E.K.K.A, let's go. That is one of my favorite rares in the game. It is such a hard-hitting card, and it is so good with Giant decks. It's really good with Hog Rider. It can be paired with even Mega Knight if you wanted. Barbarille is great with Graveyard. I'll keep it. It's okay. It's like I have a choice, right? I said I'll keep it, but I don't have a strike. You do collect that amazing emoji. Let's freaking go. So what emoji gets kicked out? Which one gets isolated? It's hard to say. I kind of like all of these emotes. So I think I'm going to get rid of the clown one. That's pretty cool. I do like that emoji. So we will be playing one more game just to show you guys that you can also win against level 12 cards with this. And we'll see what we can do. Let's go. Let's go. Kuzu, thank you so much for subscribing and being a part of the membership program here. Appreciate that a lot. Do you have any ideas for a card that can be added? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't really have many great ideas for cards. I want more unique spells to be added, and I want more unique buildings to be added. One thing for sure is I do not want a flying champion, even though it is guaranteed to happen eventually. I just think that will be really bad for the game. Imagine playing against a Lava Hound deck that has a really, really overpowered champion that you can't kill. Like, we've already seen how strong Phoenix was. Imagine them actually adding another card that would be equally strong. It just will not be good. Anyway, this is going to be problematic. I can't go for a Goblin Barrel here because you guys can already see he's going to all-in me. With a level 10 Bomb Tower, I don't know if I can kill this Elixir Golem. It's going to be a problematic position for us for sure. But we're going to try our absolute hardest and we'll see what we can do. So one thing that I like doing is I like going in for a Skeleton Army away from the Elixir Golem. So the Elixir Golem is not going to get healed up. Notice how the Elixir Golem is not getting healed up by the Battle Healer because the Battle Healer is super far away. So that's extremely important if you guys want to optimize your placements or optimize your chances of winning. Separate the Battle Healer away from the Elixir Golem because if the Elixir Golem is getting splashed down by your Bomb Tower and it's not getting healed up, then the Elixir Golem is going to die really fast. But if you drop your Skeleton Army when the Battle Healer is right next to the Elixir Golem is going to get continuously healed up and you will never be able to kill the Elixir Golem. The guy's going to have arrows for our Dark Goblin, so we want to bait out the arrows in every situation that we can. So then we can maybe get more value on offense with our Skeleton Barrel and then more offense or more value on defense with our Dark Goblin. Split lane pressure might be the way to win. I want to just not spend any extra elixir here because I've already spent a ton. And if I over allocate more elixir, this could be really bad for me. Okay, so I think we do want to just go in for an Electro Spirit here and then go in for a Dark Goblin. I think using the Dark Goblin is best because I need to make sure that I don't lose too much. I could activate King Tower using the Dark Goblin on defense against the Electro Dragon, but I felt like I needed to kill the Baby Dragon without it doing too much damage to my tower, and I felt like that was the only real way of doing it. I want to bait out another dragon here, so I'm going to go in for another Skeleton Barrel. I'm going to try to get the Bomb Tower to kill the Valkyrie without it getting touched. If it touches it, it would be pretty bad. We can do this. Going for a Knight. I'm totally expecting him to go for arrows. I'd be surprised if he didn't. We can cycle another Bomb Tower directly on the dragon, so if he decides to go and spam too heavily, we should be okay. But try to go for a really high Dark Goblin here, and then go in for an Electro Spirit, and then get a Knight down, and I should be fine. Don't think the Electro Dragon is going to be able to kill us, and we can go in for another Goblin Barrel aggressively if we want. So this is looking really good, because I think the Skeleton Barrel connects to the tower, guaranteeing that we take it. Let's freaking go, guys. You'll love to see it. Beating the Elixir Golem is pretty fun as well. Yo. We're going to 3-crown him, maybe. Ah, almost. Really close. That's pretty cool. I want a building that rolls out boulders or something that passes through AoE. Yeah, I don't know if I want like boulders or anything that has already been added into the game. I'm not a huge fan of them just reusing mechanics that are already in the game. I want to see stuff like princesses. I want to see stuff like mighty miners. I want to see stuff like, you know, the monk is really unique, as despite it being really overpowered. I like the concept of it being unique. I love the miner. I love the princess. I love all of the cards that are different and not necessarily something you'd see every day, especially Dark Goblin, because it's got really long range, really fast attack speed. It's cool. Have you ever tried P90X? That's the journey I'm on. Is that the inclined, like, I've heard of it before for sure. I've heard a lot of like commercials about it, but oh, this guy's got level 12 cards. Ooh, this is going to be the hardest game yet. This is not great. I do have one card that scales to level 12, which is our Knight, but that's it. Anyway, getting back to business, the P90X, I think that's like a fitness thing. I'm not sure if it encompasses also having like what do I say? Does it encompass actually having like fitness and also health from like a food perspective as well? Or is it the things in tennis where we, okay, what the heck? There's like these body weight exercises that you used to use in tennis with a pulley mechanism. I'm not really sure what that was called. Maybe it was an RTX or something. I'm not sure. Should they add walls? No, because that would be really overpowered with Expo. You can't run too many things that would be super strong with Expo, because if you buff Expo to a point that it's not very fun to play into, a lot of people will quit the game. So they can't do that. P90X is old school? Yeah, I heard about that a long time ago. But thank you again for the $10, dude. I really do appreciate the support, and hopefully you are enjoying the stream today, man. All right, we're going to go in for a night, and good luck on your journey, by the way. I'm wishing you the best. Anyone that's on a journey to be healthier or more fit or happier in life, I don't know, guys. I just really respect it. It's a grind and it's a hustle, especially starting at the start. It's not necessarily easy reforming your old habits or just getting on a pathway where you are healthier. Just starting is always the hardest thing. So congratulations to everyone that is starting and trying to be healthier and happier. Love you guys. And yeah, I'm on that journey with you as well. What is better, waffles or pancakes? So I've said this before. I think waffles, it's really hard to screw up unless you burn them. But pancakes, they need to be fluffy. If the pancakes aren't fluffy, they're going to be pretty bad. So I would say that generally pancakes are going to be worse. But if you have an S-tier pancake versus an S-tier waffle where the pancakes are super fluffy and great, then I would say that pancakes would be better. So I think that was a really detailed answer for pancakes versus waffles, but that's how I feel. Anyway, Dark Goblin will be able to kill the Mega Knight, which is very nice. As you guys can see, I think if you were to level up one card in this deck, the one card that I would level up is probably going to be the Knight. So you'll always have that defensive utility against splash damage and or just a really nice reliance against people that have wizards and stuff. That Knight is going to be able to stay safe for a while because you don't have very many other cards that are robust. You want to just upgrade the Knight, most likely. He's going to have Log and he's going to have arrows, but it doesn't really matter. As you guys can see, even if we've got like an Electric Spirit that doesn't reach the tower, a Goblin Barrel that is underleveled and barely does any damage, it doesn't matter that much to me. We can still make this happen. So we're going to go for a Skeleton Army here. He's probably going to go with Wall Breakers. I can go in for a Knight on top of the Mega Knight to make sure that it doesn't jump. You can start to go in for a Goblin Barrel again. He'll probably not have a good answer to this. If I snowball on his units, yeah, he just logged on top of his Skeleton Army instead. I don't understand the reasoning behind logging the Skeleton Army when a Goblin Barrel is coming out his tower, but it is what it is. Also, we're going to play one more game, and hopefully we can win this last one so we can pop off and secure the Legendary. I want the Legendary thing before we leave. That was my last thing, because these things are expensive. This is nice. That is a free Legendary that I can use to upgrade whatever I want. So if you guys haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more content, because I do post a video every single day, or I stream every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the other thing that I do is I post videos pretty regularly on just different decks. So you guys can check that out. If there's a different deck that you like, you can learn by watching 4 or 5 games about that specific deck while I break down how the deck works at the very start of the intro and say a lot of tips and tricks. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if that seems like interesting to you. And if you want to support me, you can go the extra mile and like the video that you're currently watching right now. If you like the video, then it pushes out the video to more people. And if more people see it, then I can afford to stream longer. I can make better videos. And yeah, just getting more views for the video obviously means that it helps me out a lot. So just want to say thank you to the people that have liked the video already. And you don't have to if you don't want to, but thank you guys. Already liked it? Thank you, brother. Anyway, back into the game. This guy is going to be pumping out arrows, so it's not going to be an easy matchup again. I think everyone in the Mother is pretty much running an arrows fast cycle deck. Our level 10 Skeleton Barrel is kind of finessing him a little bit. It gave us a lot of damage on the Musketeer, so I'll take it. So that's the reason that I like Skeleton Barrel when it's underleveled. It still does a lot of damage because if you think about it, skeletons die in one shot anyway. So it doesn't really matter that much what level the skeletons are at because they're going to give you the same value. Wow, this guy's going to have Barb Barrel and he's going to have arrows. All right. Nice. What a great strategy. All right, I'm going to go Dark Goblin here. I think I need to go Skeleton Army directly on top of this and then use Electric Spirit to pull everything back depending on what happens. Yo, he's going to have like 7 different spells. This is crazy. I don't think I was ready for this. Not going to lie. We're going to slow down his P.E.K.K.A. so it doesn't one-shot it too fast, but this is bad. This is the worst matchup I've gotten all day. Zap, arrows, Barb Barrel with over-leveled cards compared to me. So if I win this one, this would be the best win today. Can I make it happen? Let's go Skeleton Barrel and see what's happened. Let's see what's cooking. Gonna go bats. The bats don't... Do they die? Yeah, they do die. That's pretty good. Should probably start going other side because it's hard for me to go same side as this guy. I think he's just gonna get good trades. I need to start dropping my Goblin Barrels off to the side as well. Alright, so we're gonna go in for a Skeleton Army here. We're gonna go in for this. And then we'll go in for an Electric Spirit to pull back the Elite Barbarians. And then... I think we... Oh, no. The Musketeer locked on my tower. This is very bad, guys. You can still maybe make this happen. It's just gonna be a little bit more crazy, if you ask me. Good bats on his end. Does he bar barrel? No, he arrows his. Okay. How do I make this happen? All right, we want to go for an Electric Spirit, so then the Musketeer locks onto that. And then, wait, the Electric Spirit got one shot by the Musketeer. Oh, no. Tragedy, my dudes. Tragedy. Wait, he just uses bar barrel. Dark Goblin needs to put in work or I'm dead. Okay, that's like 3 shots. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. We're back in business, kind of. Gonna zap? Yep. Alright, we'll do this. We can try to kill his bats using our Electric Spirit. Nice. That was our first good play. He arrows us preemptively. Oh, baby! Come on! This matchup is so bad. Let me win it. Let me win it. Let me win it. You literally have arrow zap with a... Just like everything. Like literally everything you could ever ask for, man. Okay, okay, okay. Drop it a little bit further back and hopefully he misses. He does miss one of them, but I don't know if that's going to do enough. It's only one. He used the zap though, so then he can't do anything. Like if he miters, it's just going to die. Jeez, man. My Dark Goblin just doesn't do anything. I think I'm dead. We'll see, though. Always a chance. Always a chance. Let's go! Come on now. You actually had a zap, arrows, and bar barrel, and you lost to underleveled log bait. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You can beat anything with this deck. Zap, bar barrel, arrows. Sheesh. That's crazy. Huge W. So yeah, it just shows, like, play this deck, guys. I'm telling you right now. It's a vibe. This deck is clapping people like crazy. We did not lose a single game. Not even one. Not even one. How many wins? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wins in a row. You love to see it, baby. With underleveled level 10 cards, that's all it takes. So if you guys want to see the deck one more time, I will review it. You can run an Inferno Tower or a Bomb Tower. I prefer Bomb Tower. You can run Dark Goblin, Princess, or Firecracker. I prefer Dark Goblin. You can run Skeleton Army, Guards, or Goblin Gang. I prefer Skeleton Army. You can run Snowball or Log. I actually kind of prefer Snowball in this meta because it allows me more value, be able to push my opponent's units away from their tower. It's just a little bit better, actually. I actually do prefer Snowball over Log somehow. I didn't think I would. Knight is better than Mighty Miner. It is better than Valkyrie. It is better than... You can run Valkyrie or Mighty Miner in the spot or Golden Knight, but Knight is better because it just gives you a better value for its cost. Just cheaper, more effective. Skeleton Barrel, you can't really swap out. If you wanted to, you can maybe run Wall Breakers, but it's not going to be as good. Goblin Barrel, you can't swap out. It's a prime win condition of the deck. That's the only card that you never can swap out. And Electric Spirit, you could use Fire Spirit, Electric Spirit, or also Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit is the best if you want to use a more defensive card. Fire Spirit is the best if you want to have more of an aggressive card where you can, you know, cycle at the river and get damage on the tower. Electric Spirit is really good if you just want to finish off bats like we did or finish off skeletons. It's just a super safe card that's kind of in between. It's good. It's a good card to run. So this is the deck. Highly encourage everyone here to play it. If you haven't already, you will get a lot of value running this log bait deck. Let's go and complete our masteries so we can feel a little bit better and collect that. I have a 42 masteries. One thing that they need to do is they need to have a collect all mastery feature, because it's way too hard to go through all of my cards and then just like press collect mastery, wait for the animation. It just takes so long. Like, this animation is just annoying, and I have to do that 43 times. That's just, I don't have time for that. No one's got time for that. You feel me? Maybe someone does, but not me. Anyway, we are going to go and master up our deck, at least the ones that we were able to play today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for daily future videos, and I hope you all, no matter when you're watching, no matter where you're watching, have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Good luck with your new emojis, and yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know down below in the comment section, because if you do, I might do it in the next season. And maybe I'll push all the way to Ultimate Champion using level 12 cards. I could do that. So if you guys want to see that, also let me know. There's a whole bunch of different things that we can do on this live stream platform. So yeah, I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts. I'll be reading all the questions, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.